How you going everyone? My name's Jason and welcome to this tutorial. Now what I would like to show you is how to create a mad looking medieval guard tower, and the best part about this tutorial is I'm going to show you how to make this great awesome guard tower using only 4 polygons. So essentially we're going to be using texturing as the main feedback, the main objective to create a really awesome guard tower. Okay, so basically in 3ds Max, if you're using 3ds Max or any other program, basically you can follow along this tutorial using any program, because we're not really using 3D for very much. Basically all I'm doing is creating a simple rectangle. So if you are using 3ds Max, just click on the plane and drag. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let go and then you can just drag up. Don't worry about it being perfect, and then click again. Now we just have to come over to the parameters here, and I'm just going to put in 30 by 30, and the height I'm going to make 80. Okay, so that's going to be basically our guard tower. Okay, now I'm going to right click and convert it to a editable poly editable poly tongue twister. Okay, then I'm going to go to polygon mode, and I'm just going to delete the top and delete the bottom with hitting the delete button. Okay, and so essentially all we've got is 4 polygons. Okay, now I'm just going to UV that, because we need to UV it so we can put it into Photoshop and create a really awesome looking texture. Okay, so I am going to make sure that that is selected. Actually, I'm going to select it in point mode. Okay, so all the points are selected, and then I'm going to put a UVW, Unwrap UVW in the modifier tab. Unwrap UVW. Okay, and then I'm going to open the UV editor. And now it's made its own little UV, but I don't want it like that. I want it to maintain the same shape. It makes it easier to texture. So, and also they're all going to be slightly different, so I don't want them overlapping or anything. So I'm just going to hit this relax custom here, relax, and it's just going to relax. So that's the correct shape, and all 4 of them are overlapping at the moment. But first, I am going to go to polygon mode. Okay, make sure they're all selected. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so they're all selected, and I'm going to hit over here on scale, and I'm just going to scale it down to roughly where I think 4 of them will fit inside this. So about there. Okay, now I'm going to go to the move feature, and I'm just going to click on one of the polys, move it over here, click on the next one, move it there, click on this one, I'll move it over here. Oh, I just made a mistake, sorry. I'll just go back. I forgot about a really important feature. Whoops. Make sure everything's selected. Okay, now it's very important that you keep them in line with each other. So if I move it over here, what I need to do is I need to hold down, or select one first, hold down the shift key and then move it. Okay, so it's moving along one line, so that way they're all in line parallel with each other. That's really important. Okay, so I'm going to click, hold down shift, and then I'll move it. Click, hold down shift, and then move. Okay, so we've got plenty of room, so I'm going to select all of them and scale, and I'm just going to scale them up a little bit, just to try and get that little bit extra detail out of it, out of the UV. Okay, just making sure you're not on the outside or anything. Okay, that'll do. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, and now I'm going to go, where is it? Render UVW template. I'm going to keep it at 1024, and I'll just leave it. Actually, I won't worry about it. I'll do that. Don't worry about anything. Just hit this little render UVW, and over here I'll RGB alpha, so I'll save it as an RGB alpha. And if we go gateway, 3D models, medieval tower, and I'll save it in here as UV guide. It's just the UV guide, and I'll just make it a PNG, so I'll get the alpha with the PNG, and I'll click save. Make sure it's 48-bit. That way you'll get the alpha. I'm not sure if you'll get the alpha with 24, but just leave it there. I know that works. Okay, so now we've got our UV, so you can just leave this open. It doesn't matter. And I'll pause for a moment if you want to just maybe go through the video and catch up if you haven't already. I'll be back in a moment.